The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton is brought to you by Dubby. What is Dubby? Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like those other energy drinks have. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Dubby's products are made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. All of the flavors are unique and custom-made by Dubby, and you'll never taste our taste anywhere else. The best part about it is they're affordable. Dubby's drinks come out to about $1 per drink, much cheaper than Starbucks or any of those canned energy drinks. To learn more, visit w.gg.com/discount/MRTipton33 and place your order today. Use promo code MrTipton33 and save today. Dubby Energy, be better. What's going on, everybody? I want to tell you about my new friends over at Cleverman. Visit them online at becleverman.com. What they gave me was the energizing face and beard scrub along with the Cleverman face scrubber. And trust me when I say this, the energizing face and beard scrub smells amazing. Combining it with the face scrubber, making sure that your boy was looking as good and sexy as possible, opened up a whole different sensation in my face that I haven't ever felt before. I felt so clean, so fresh, and so clean, like Outcast said, and it helped me feel like I was ready for my day. Make sure you visit them online at becleverman.com and follow them on Instagram at clevermannyc. The link is up in my bio if you want to check out all the amazing products they have. Visit them online, becleverman.com. What's going on, everybody? It's time for the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton. Hanging out with you here this Thursday morning, hoping that everybody is having a good time so far. I am exhausted. I got about 2.5 hours of sleep last night. I'm running off of pure coffee and all kinds of stuff today to get the rest of this day started. But I'm excited because it's my Friday / weekend time. I don't know, whatever it is. I am here for it. I hope that y'all are here for it. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Frank Wiggins saying hi. Hello, Frank. Hope that you're having yourself a fantastic morning today so far. Where are you coming in from, Frank? I'm always interested to see like where people tune in from at different areas, right? Because whenever I was doing radio, terrestrial radio, you only get your local area. And whenever I was at a different place doing national stuff, it was always cool to like talk to people that were, I was in Connecticut. You got people calling from Florida. You got people calling from, all over the world. That is awesome. Scotland forever. I love that. That is awesome, Frank. Thank you for tuning in. I am baffled as to why this show came across your feed. You know what? Yesterday was at a soccer game. Maybe that's what it is, right? Doing stadium ops. I do stadium ops for a local football, is what you would call it, a football team here in El Paso, Texas. So from Scotland to Texas. I love it. One of the cool things, too, though, about working in AM radio is AM signals, and this is going to be super nerdy for people out there. I'm sorry. It's just me being a big old nerd when it comes to, like, radio stuff. I love radio. If I have the opportunity to go back, I would take it in a heartbeat. But one of the cool things about radio is that the commission saying top of the morning, Money Mike, top of the morning to you as well, my friend. AM radio signals just kind of bounce around aimlessly. They go all over the place. And you have people around the world who spend their time like using high-powered radios to try to find these random frequencies, right? And there was a guy from Sweden, obviously not Scotland, but Sweden, who sent us a burned CD to our radio station in El Paso, Texas, to show us that he had received a radio signal 6 months ago, that it aired 6 months ago, but he got it like 2 weeks ago or whatever, because they love doing that stuff. Like, they find these old radio signals, they send them around all over the place to wherever they originated from. I just thought it was super cool. Like I get a CD. It's probably still at iHeart now that I'm thinking about it, but we got a CD from Sweden where a radio signal that we did of a broadcast 6 months ago winds up coming across this guy's radio frequency finder, whatever it is that he was looking for. I thought that was awesome. It was super cool. Then like you hear my voice and then going into the station identification, it was a really cool little thing. Frank saying, by the way, funny story incoming. Uh-oh. I am on pins and needles, for Frank. Let's see what you got. I want to see how funny this story is. Kamish, how you doing, my buddy? I know we've been talking a lot about the draft. I don't even know if you care about the NBA right now. You all know me. I am all about the NBA. We had a fun time yesterday talking about Victor Wembanyama. At least I did. As a San Antonio Spurs fan, I had a fun time. And I said to myself, there's no way. Like with Austin Reeves coming back for the LA Lakers, with the Rockets losing Kevin Durant, there was no way, none whatsoever, that the Rockets would be able to win this game. Frank saying that his TV spontaneously combusted. That is not fun. That is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I also feel like you're setting me up for a joke. Like you're going to pull the carpet. It's going to be mean. That's what I feel like is going to come out of this. I'm a very untrusting person. But I said there's no way, none whatsoever, that the Rockets would be able to beat the LA Lakers. And the Rockets beat the LA Lakers yesterday, 99-93. I want to look at the stats because I haven't been able to look at the stats yet. You would have figured, since, being up basically since 3 o'clock in the morning today, that I would have done some research, but I tried. I just laid in bed trying to go back to sleep. Couldn't do it. Wanting to look at the stats of today's game. There we go. For the LA Lakers, LeBron played 39 minutes. That is not a recipe for success. 39 minutes, 25 points, 3 boards, 7 assists, couple of steals. LeBron trying to do his part, right? But again, you have a geriatric LeBron. The commissioner saying, not going to lie, I haven't watched one playoff game in the middle of my rookie dynasty draft going into round 3. That is a slow draft, my dude. I had my rookie dynasty draft, and we're almost done. You got to get better people a part of your stuff. Frank talking about his TV saying it died, didn't explode, didn't break, just died. Oh, man, I hate when that happens. Although, I mean, TVs are a little more affordable now than what they were back in the day, right? Tommy tuning in saying, what's up, Tip? What's up, Tommy? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far, my friend. Hope you got to watch some basketball. Hopefully you're not like the commish who hasn't watched any NBA playoff game, because a dynasty draft, a rookie dynasty draft, takes precedence over any type of entertainment. Maybe that's why he's the crooked commish. I was thinking about that too. Like, I want to buy a new TV because my TV's getting old. And like, I know I'm coming, like, it's like right around the end of like where the life of this TV is going to be. I bought it whenever I bought this house. So 6 years ago. Wow. 6 years ago. So I think I'm due, right? Like, and instead of having, a normal 55-inch TV, maybe I go get a 100-inch TV or something of that nature. Tommy's saying, I have not watched any NBA game, period, for the last year and a half. I wonder why. What happened, Tommy? What caused you to not want to watch basketball anymore? I thought you were a big Lakers guy now that Luka's on the Lakers. Ugh, Felt gross just saying that. I apologize. The commission giving Tommy some love. So, again, like, I know there are people out there watching the NBA playoffs, yet I feel like I'm on an island. Like it's just me. My best friends don't care. James and Pat, they don't give a shit about the NBA playoffs. Although Pat did say, that he was kind of cheering for the Spurs, so that made me a little happy, but, tangentially cheering for the Spurs. Tommy saying, Luka! I just picture you doing that. Maybe we're on the same wavelength here, Tommy. I picture you doing that the same way I picture Rob or Bob at the end of, oh my God, La Bamba. Richie! That's what I picture you doing. Tell me if I'm right, because I feel like it's right. Frank in Scotland saying he does have a TV in his room right now, though. Hey, at least that. We're learning a lot about you, Frank. Hopefully your spontaneously combusted TV is unplugged and no longer has to worry about the threat of impending doom. I made that much more dark than it needed to be. I hope the TV's unplugged and you ain't got nothing to worry about. That's all I should have said. Instead, I went a little overboard. It's what I do. I apologize. No Kevin Durant for the Houston Rockets yesterday. They beat the LA Lakers. Now the series is 3-2 in favor of the LA Lakers. The commissioner saying, clearly I can't multitask. LOL. Yeah, it's a long draft, but it's not like the season is starting anytime soon. I had an extra first-round pick this year. Got Lemon, Price, and Bain so far. So you do have IDPs. I like that. The dynasties I'm in don't have IDPs yet. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say something else. That's a completely different thing. But I want to get in a league. So if maybe you have an opening, let your boy know. I'll pay whatever it is, as long as it's not like extravagant. I'll pay whatever it is. Frank saying Epic Sun suggest incoming. Oh no, I don't know how I feel about this. Fast Bikes AU saying Bomboclat. Where are you coming in from, Fast Bikes? Where are you tuning into the show from? Learning a lot about people. The Cricket Commish in Arizona, Tommy here in El Paso. Conspicuous by his absence, no Augustine today. So far, we have Frank from Scotland hanging out with us. No verification on whether he's from Scotland, though. The commish saying, I will definitely let you know. I'm sorry I haven't been able to join commish. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, got out of the stadium at about 11:30 last night. Got home, been up since 3. Not a good look for your boy. I know I look exhausted. I feel exhausted. I sound exhausted. Limp my way through today, day off tomorrow. And all I'm going to do tomorrow is nothing. That's the plan, but it's not ever going to come true because I know I got yard work I got to do, so I might as well just get it done tomorrow instead of doing it on the weekend. Because I'm a man, damn it. Can I get anybody, just anybody interested in talking basketball with me? It just feels like I can't. So I'm going to leave it up to y'all. What are we going to talk about today, Commish? Oh, I feel like Cody Rhodes right now. So the tipping point with Mike Tipton. What do you want to talk about? Tommy, leaving it up to you as well. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Toronto Raptors yesterday, 125-120. Detroit staves off elimination, beating the Orlando Magic 116-109, much closer than what it should have been. Much closer than what it should have been. Maybe we get 2 3-1 comebacks over here. Down 3-1 comebacks. Maybe we get 2 of them. We got Houston winning, making it 3-2. Hell, the Nuggets won, also making it 3-2. They got a game tonight, as a matter of fact. Orlando wins yesterday, making it 3-2. The Sixers won, also making it 3-2. They've got a game tonight at 6. Should be fun. 3 games tomorrow. The Pistons Magic, the Raptors Cavs, and the Lakers Rockets. 3 games tomorrow. So I will be watching the majority of those games. That was a small little baby bite. I am effing hungry right now, guys. Again, been up for a long time. Should have made something to eat, but I didn't until right before I got on the show. Discombobulated as hell. An exhausted tip is always a fun tip. Maybe it's whiskey tip today. Let's see how it goes. I did see some NFL news, but it didn't really feel like anything worth talking about. The commissioner saying, which one of your division opponents do you think had a good draft? I think it's going to be I said it the other day, man. I really do think that it's the Giants. I like the draft that the Giants had. I mean, the Reese pick is really good. It helps out that defensive line after they lost Sexy Dexy to Cincy. They get some help along the offensive line as well. I know they did that at 10, right? Like they picked, I'm trying to think of the name. Is it Muniga, something like that? Let's go to the draft board over here. I know it's not Muniga. But I was pretty they got an offensive lineman. It's populating right now. The Giants got an offensive lineman. Francis Mayogoa. I probably messed that name up. Mayogoa. Got an offensive lineman. Hey, it's not sexy, but it's what you need, right? Like, you helped out the defensive line. You helped out the offensive line. The first round for them was a win. I'm looking up right now all of the Giants 2026 draft picks. I know people are going to say that the Eagles got, a really good draft. I'm not a fan of what the Eagles you go get a wide receiver, I guess. Maybe that's good for you. There we go. Moving over. Scrolling down. Got to get a new mouse. But yeah, Arvell Reese, Mawagoa, Colton Hood, a cornerback helping out that secondary. They didn't have a good secondary. Malachi Fields. I kind of like Malachi Fields. Bobby Jamison Travis, another defensive lineman, helping them out along that defensive line. The Giants already have a really good defensive line. J.C. Davis, offensive lineman. Jack Kelly, linebacker, 6th-round picks, all right there. All you're doing is getting some depth right there, right? Let's go see what the Eagles did. Garbage-ass squad. I'm even grossed out thinking about the Philadelphia Eagles. Mekhi Lemon at their first-round pick right there. Wide receiver out of USC. We'll see how it goes with them. You still don't have a quarterback that can throw the damn ball, but whatever. Then they go and they get a tight end in the 2nd round. Interesting decision there to get a tight end. Maybe you're just going with the best player on the board. Markel Bell, help on the offensive line. Cole Payton, the quarterback. Meh. Micah Norris in the 6th round along the offensive line. Cole Wazinski out of Texas Tech. I am sad that he went there, but whatever. He's a 7th-round pick. Chances are he might not be on the team in a couple of years. Maybe the Cowboys pick him up. UR Baird, or Bernard, rather. And then Keyshawn James Newby out of New Mexico. All those in the 7th round. I don't think that was a great draft for Philadelphia. Maybe the wide receiver thing because you think, A.J. Brown might want to leave or anything like that. Like, it just doesn't seem like a great draft for them. Tommy's saying Giants fans are still mad they didn't take downs with that 2nd pick. It is interesting that they didn't take downs. You would have thought that they would have. But again, like Arvell Reese, that's a great pickup, man. Let's go to the Commanders. Let's see who the Commanders got. Sonny Styles out of Ohio State. That's a pretty solid pick. Their next pick was a third rounder, Antonio Williams, a wide receiver out of Clemson. I guess they do kind of need wide receiver help. Then 5th, 6th, and 7th round is all they got. Not a lot of draft picks for the Washington Commanders this year. Joshua Joseph's an edge rusher in the 5th round. Katron Allen, a running back out of Penn State. Don't really know if you need him because you got Bill, right? Like you got some guys there that can run the ball if you're Washington, so whatevs. An offensive lineman, Matt Gulbin, helps out with that offensive line. I have to remember if Biotish is still a part of the offensive line because he is a center. And then quarterback, Athon Kalakamakis out of Rutgers. Don't know how to say that guy's name. But again, not a great draft for them. I believe, again, that the Giants had the better draft out of those teams in the division. Now, if you ask me about my Dallas Cowboys, I feel like it's got to be the Dallas Cowboys, right? Like you use your first, your 2 first-round picks. You get Caleb Downs, someone that everyone thought was a pretty solid, cornerback, and probably even more than just solid. You get Malachi Lawrence, the edge rusher, so now you help out the defensive line and the secondary, which was 2 of your biggest weaknesses that you had last season. In the 3rd round, you get another edge rusher, Jayshon Barham, out of Michigan, right? Like you've addressed some of your needs. Drew Shelton, an offensive tackle, so you get some depth along the offensive line. You get some youth along the offensive line. Devin Moore, the cornerback. LT Overton, the edge rusher from Bama. And then Anthony Smith, a wide receiver from East Carolina. Dallas didn't need a wide receiver. That's probably just best player on the board at that point because it's a late 7th round pick. But I really like what the Cowboys did at the top of that draft. Those first 3 picks to me are solid, are so good. You address what your team needed you to address right there in the draft. What your fans wanted you to address right in the draft. Tommy's saying, imagine walking out of the draft with Reese and Downs. That would have been insane. They had a shot to do it, didn't they? Didn't the Giants pick before the Cowboys? Weren't the Giants wasn't it 2 top 10 picks the Giants had? Yeah, I mean they could have done it. Thank God they didn't, but yeah, I mean they could have done it. I don't understand why they didn't do it. Now that I'm remembering that the Giants picked ahead of the Dallas Cowboys, I don't understand why they didn't pick Reese and Downs. That is kind of wild. And the same thing with me. I know I said it previously. I thought that the Cowboys moving back a pick wasn't smart. Like, you could have got Akeem Mesidor. Stayed at that pick where you were. I don't really think you got much out of that pick, but whatever. You get Akeem Mesidor. Maybe the same as Malachi Lawrence. Who knows? I know, Tommy, you say you think there's more upside to Lawrence than there is to Mesidor. We'll see how it goes. Forgot to mention this is a short show today because I do have to leave in a little bit. I think I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Tommy's saying, yeah, that's why their fans are mad. No, I totally get it. I don't understand the rationale there. I get it. You need help along the offensive line. But your defense is what the biggest issue was for the for the New York Giants. I'm thinking baseball, guys. Man, that is wild to me. You don't go Reese and Downs there. But hey, you know what? As a Cowboys fan, happy that Downs came to us. I was going to say something that might get me canceled, so I should not say that. I'm sure you guys know what it is. Tommy, you asked a little bit earlier who is already eliminated, who has wrapped up their series in the NBA playoffs. So far, it is just the Thunder who defeated the Suns. They swept the Suns, and the San Antonio Spurs, who had a gentleman's sweep over the Portland Trailblazers 4-1. If I'm a Giants fan, I agree. I am not happy. I am not happy with the fact that we had a chance to take Caleb Downs and Arvell Reese, and we didn't do it. We took Reese, but you didn't have a chance to I mean, you should have done that. You got 2 fourths in a draft where you didn't have many picks between the first and the 5th round. I mean, I guess. A couple of fourths, move back a bit. Again, if you're not sold on the guy, go back. You can get the guy that you want. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have Akeem Mesidor a little higher rated than most other people have, and I get the argument against him. Tommy, you made a great argument the other day. Now you said, look, it's easy whenever you got Ruben Bain on the other side. Maybe that's what other teams think too. But I also just see like the raw talent there, the absolutely raw talent there. That's what gets me thinking, damn, Akeem Mesidor. But again, I am happy with the Dallas Cowboys draft. So out of the NFC East, I think the Cowboys, and again, maybe it's just me being a homer, I think the Cowboys had the best draft. Whenever I compare it to maybe, who in the division that's not the Dallas Cowboys had the best draft, it's clearly, hands down, the New York Giants. I don't think Philly did great. I don't think Washington did great. Philly getting Lemon, okay, cool. Congrats, I guess. They still have a lot of problems. I don't trust that Philadelphia team as far as I could throw them. I still think the division comes down to Dallas and Philadelphia. If Dallas can get right, Dallas would be the better team in the division. And just go back to last year, like how bad last year was for the Cowboys and the fact they still had a chance to win the division late in the season because of just how bad the Philadelphia Eagles are. I would have liked to see Philadelphia do a little more. I get it that that's a stacked-ass roster. Maybe asking for that is like too much. But Philadelphia probably could have done better in the draft. Moved some of those picks around, got some more draft picks, done whatever it is that they wanted to do. The Dallas Cowboys, to me, though, do have to find a way to sign George Pickens. Let's look at that. Let's see where we are so far on the George Pickens side. I know that he hasn't signed his franchise tag yet. Oh, actually, yesterday he officially signed it. That's what I get for watching soccer all day yesterday. Is George Pickens officially signs his 1 year, $27.3 million fully guaranteed franchise tag tender with the Dallas Cowboys for the 2026 season. After a 2025 breakout season, the 25-year-old is now locked in for 2026 with negotiations for a long-term extension paused until after the season. I love the fact that the Cowboys are going to be able to run this back with Pickens and Lamb. Tommy's saying if only we had a halfway decent defense, and then going on to say that Pickens did sign his tag yesterday. That's great. Whenever I get into game day mode, especially for soccer, because there's so much that's going on, I do not look at my phone. I know I cleared out, or at least I think I cleared out all of my notifications. But I had so many notifications yesterday that I just haven't looked at. It's hard to do, man. Trying to get a whole stadium ready for a soccer game. Converting a baseball stadium to a soccer stadium. A lot of work. People don't realize it. Marcelo V, I'm glad. I'm glad the Dallas Cowboys are able to run it back. I hope they find a way to sign him long term. Because if you can have Pickens and Lamb for the next, 3 years maybe? Dak, obviously, the piece there that has to stay healthy. Because whenever Dak Prescott is healthy, you heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. Whenever Dak Prescott is healthy, he is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He and Joe Burrow are basically the same guy. I know people are going to argue with me against it. Tip, you're an idiot. Whatever, you're a Dallas Cowboys stan. All that other nonsense that comes along with it. The facts are the facts, and the stats are the stats. Whenever Dak Prescott is healthy, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. End of discussion. It's just keeping him healthy. I like the signs of life the offensive line gave me last year from the Dallas Cowboys. The biggest issue the Dallas Cowboys had was along that defense. They addressed that defense in the NFL draft. It feels like the Dallas Cowboys are able to go all in all the way, but I'm just going to tell you right now, Tommy, Jerry Jones is all in, is our just the tip.
I just want to put the tip in.
It's time for
Just the Tip.
That would make me uncomfortable.
Promise that it ain't too much, but just enough. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
It's time for Just the Tip.
Just the Tip is brought to you by our friends over at www.myhappynuts.com. Guys, go there right now. Well, not right now. Wait till the end of the show, but go there and visit myhappynuts.com. It's rocket science for where the sun don't shine. Guys, they got the comfort cream. Make sure your boys are nice and fresh. You're not having to do the stanky leg, any of that stuff. They got the comfort powder. If you don't want to slather your hands full of lotion and then have to wash them because you're gross, just go, sprinkle a little bit of powder down there. You'll be all right. Then they got the whole body deodorant. They've got the Big Wood body wash. That's what I smell like right now. Just Big Wood. Why? Because I'm the meat slinger, and we're slinging that meat, baby. Got to bring that back one of these days. www.myhappynuts.com. Use promo code MikeTipton at checkout and save on all of your male grooming needs. Tommy giving me the facepalm emoji because I said that Dak Prescott is just as good, if not better, than Joe Burrow. Again, the stats don't lie, my dude. Just like whenever we watch basketball, someone flops and they get on the free throw line and they shoot their free throw, and then that thing winds up missing. We always say, ball don't lie. Hey, ball don't lie. Dak Prescott, whenever he's healthy, a top 5 quarterback, better than Joe Burrow, the exact same guy. If you put Burrow on the Cowboys and Dak on the Bengals, both teams would finish exactly where they did. There would be zero improvement for either one of them. Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow are the Spider-Man meme. They're pointing at each other. They are the same guy. Both get injured at really weird times. Both seem to be made out of glass. Both really freaking good whenever they're actually healthy. It's just the few and far between times that they're actually healthy. The commission saying, when the boys are winning, both you and your nuts will be happy. Not only will my nuts be happy, but millions and millions of nuts out there will be happy as well, commish. And I hope your nuts are happy. Now that the Bears are winning, I hope your nuts are happy. I had somebody tell me yesterday that they didn't think that the Bears would be able to sustain. They think that Caleb Williams is going to have a drop-off. I'm trying to think of exactly what it was that they said about him. Oh, that Caleb Williams has a lot of Tim Tebow in him. I don't see that. Maybe it's because I want, Chicago, Chi-Town stand up. Tommy's saying, and he doubled down on it. SMH. Of course I doubled down on it, man. You know as well as I do. I am there. It's very rare that I have a hill that I will die on. I will die on this hill, even if it's just me and Dak Prescott fighting off a battle together. There is no one I would rather go to war with against the haters than Dak Prescott having my back. That's my quarterback. That's my quarter Dak. My Dak is throbbing right now. Rock hard Dak. I am about it. Me and Dak versus the world. I am here with it. Although I also feel like if I said that Dak Prescott was as good as Joe Burrow to Dak Prescott would abandon me on that hill. Not because he doesn't believe it, but because he's such a humble and good person. Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Spider-Man meme. I'm telling you. But again, going back to Caleb Williams, I don't see the Tim Tebow comparison. Caleb's got some arm talent. Yes, Caleb can run. Caleb can do all this. Caleb can do whatever. Caleb's a damn good quarterback, I feel like. And again, I hit everybody with the stats a couple of times, right? Whenever it came down to that rookie of the year, Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, pretty even there. with what they were doing. Jaden Daniels' team just made it a little further in the playoffs, while the Bears, Caleb's rookie year, was absolute dog water. The commission saying, yeah, I don't see the Tebow connection. Iceman can actually throw the ball. I think he will be or should be more comfortable in this offense in year 2. I agree with you as well. Also, y'all still in the nickname of my dude, Brandon the Iceman Cone, and handing it over to Caleb Williams? Yes, Cone and I, born in Chicago. So maybe Brandon the Iceman Cone doesn't hate it as much. But I'm just like, man, the real Iceman is Brandon the Iceman Cone. But he stole it from George Gervin, who's a great San Antonio Spur. And me as a San Antonio Spurs fan can bestow that upon my friend Brandon the Iceman Cone, who actually had it before I bestowed it upon him. I just helped solidify it. That's a roundabout explanation. I do love the Iceman nickname, though. Some of the shirts that you got Neon Peacock made, amazing shirts. I got to get some more shirts from Neon Peacock. As a matter of fact, I got some ideas for some shirts that we're going to put on out there. Ooh, maybe we put the Meat Slinger on a shirt. I think the Meat Slinger. We got to have a comeback with the Meat Slinger. I am talking currently with a meat market. Pause. Here in El Paso about potentially sponsoring some of the stuff that we do. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a walking meat market. We all know that. You just look at this, you start salivating. As a Sooners fan, I say middle finger to Caleb. Sorry, Commish. Wow. Memorial Day weekend and the ladies having $13 T-shirts. So now is the time to start coming up with your ideas. I love that. I love it a lot. We love the $13 T-shirts. Nothing makes me happier than $13 T-shirts. I don't know if you know this or not. I always talk to the side whenever I'm reading because I'm not a good reader. We love books. Oh, man. I did that at work the other day. I hit somebody with the Trump voice, and it was like, holy shit, that's a really good impersonation. I thought to myself, man, I did that at the wrong place. My work environment is not conducive to me actually doing the Trump voice. But I just can't help myself. I'm an idiot, but it's a fun time. $13 T-shirts on Memorial Day weekend. I love it. We got to figure something out. I got a couple of ideas. Maybe I get a shirt with Tommy on it. We get the Tommy Carranza shirt. The Tipping Point's #1 supporter. I don't know if you want that nickname or that moniker or not, Tommy, but you got it. No matter what. Just like I never wanted to be called Lipton. You have now become the Tipping Point #1 supporter. You get a shirt. I'm going to get you a shirt that says, I ride with Tip. Or Tip Head. Or something of that. Tip Nation. But it'll be in Cowboys colors, so you know it works. Same with you, Commish. I'm sending you a shirt. I ride with the Tip. Or we go full like Mike Jones from 2005, still tipping. I like that one too. Maybe we do that. All right, guys, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a short show. I got to make sure I leave. Tommy says, let's go with it. Hey, I'm going. You give me ideas, dude, and I'll come up with something. I will come up with something. People loved my Fat Tips Day shirt. I should have been wearing my Fat Tips Day shirt. Tommy's saying, I ride with the tip or on the tip. Hey, I mean, I ain't turning either one of them down, my guy. Just know that much. I ain't turning down nothing but my collar, baby. That's what we doing here. Tommy's saying tip head. It put rip head, but I know you meant tip head. Anyway, once again, guys, I love and appreciate y'all. Tomorrow is a TIP VIP Friday. We put the link out there. Y'all can jump on the show, hop on the tip with me, and give me some of your sports takes. We'll see how all that goes tomorrow. Once again, love and appreciate y'all. We will see you then. Have a great Thursday. Maybe I'll be out today. Maybe that's what it's going to be. I'll be out today. We'll see what happens. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow on the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton.